Welcome to Tuber Chat. If you have less than 10,000 subscribers, then you've come to the right place. We are going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. The first channel that we're looking at today is Dead Soul Girl Gamer, who is a creator that came into the Tuber Chat community just a couple of weeks ago and already has shown generosity within the community. For that reason, they were featured today. We feature a different channel every single day on Tuber Chat based on impact and generosity that I see within the community. So with 197 subscribers, I'm hoping that today we will get Dead Soul Girl Gamer up and over the 200 that we know they're thinking about, and we'll hopefully push them a little bit farther and get them rolling on the road towards 300. Thank you everybody for coming in so early. Mr. and Mrs. Anabalo are here, and I almost caught them on an Instagram live video earlier today, and my internet buffered the second I got in there. And I saw you had a guest with you too. You were doing the join, where on Instagram you can have people join you, similar to what we might do on a StreamYard or something like that here on YouTube. So hopefully I'll catch the next one. Jack Dawson has already dropped a super chat on us, as he tends to do at the beginning of the live stream. So thank you, Jack Dawson. Hopefully he's here still listening. If not, I'm sure he'll be back. But we will get that channel up right after Dead Soul Girl Gamer before I start spinning the wheel. Herbex Paranormal and more, good to see you here. Our beloved moderators, Scratch and Pete PA and Michael's Adventures. And Hilda DC is in the house, and my love Kristen Welton is here, or will be here, as both a member and a moderator. As well, AceFlaw1, Andy is back with us every single day. That's a creator that's been with Tuber Chat from the very beginning. I've been connected to them for probably a year and a half now. Alex and Jackie Tulloch, good to see you back in the house. Anne's Cooking and More is here. Antoinette at Fun, I've already got you on the wheel. Black Girl TT, good to see you here. Deborah Finney Spirit Orbs was featured just a couple of days ago. Fanatic Guy, good to see you here. Gracie Sweets at Home, it's always a pleasure to have you in the chat as well. Mark McEwen comes over to us from Two Pineapples and is aggressively working on growing a brand new channel. Mo6510 Models, it's always good to see you. They're doing spectacularly right now. We'll look at that channel later, I'm sure. Miss Brown's Family, it's great to have you here. O&P Family, it's good to have you back. Pink Chokate, good to see you back in the house. And Rock Chick Beauty is here with us almost every single day as well. Shutterbug Infinity, it's been a while, but it's always wonderful to have you here with us. I've been lucky to catch them once in a while in some live streams. Taylor Rochester, it's good to have you back as well. Tiffany Wears T-Shirts is a dynamic host and somebody who's always spreading positivity, if not comedy, through the chat. True 2K Savage, good to see you here. Forgive me if I'm wrong that this might be your first time with Tuber Chat. I feel like I recognize your channel, but just forgive me if I'm wrong about that. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody here is willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. TWT TV is back with us again in Yvonne Fournier's kitchen. It's always good to see you here. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. RJ and Jay's TV, good to have you back. Arloic, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anything in the chat. If anybody's mentioned a question or a comment that you meant for me to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up at the beginning of the message, and hopefully that will help me see it a little bit easier. And once again, we're looking at Dead Soul Girl Gamer. If anybody in the chat has the ability to share the stream, whether it's on your community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or any other social network, I'll appreciate that greatly. And if you haven't already given a thumbs up, those really do help the stream. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out there supporting each other. And I know if you're on a phone, you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It's very quick, and it really does help, so I'll appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded when I'm on a phone from time to time. And hopefully other than that, everybody's already off to the races meeting new friends and family members. Funtime876, good to see you in the house. Judalyn Vlog, good to have you here as well. Thank you for coming in. And as well. What we should do is probably talk about the way we connect here on Tuber Chat. It's very important now more than ever that we follow the full procedure and do as much for each other as we possibly can while we're connecting, with YouTube playing its games and things like that, with our views, subscribers, watch time, likes, and everything else. We want to make sure that we're doing everything we can to mark the algorithm, make sure that our connections stick. So the way that we connect is to head to a channel and watch a full video of at least 3 minutes long. Better if it's 4, 5, or 6 minutes, and I recommend even adding a second video into your watch later list that you can cover afterwards, and show YouTube that you cared so much about that creators' content that you went back for a second video already. While you're watching, leave a meaningful, genuine comment of at least a couple of full sentences. I recommend 3 or 4 related to the content of the video. We don't want to get held in the spam filters from the YouTube algorithm. Then give a thumbs up, subscribe, turn the notification bell on, come back here and let the other creator know that you've done that for them. They will turn around and do the same thing for you. The best success here in Tuber Chat is always found in making the first move. We believe wholeheartedly in giving much more than we expect to receive, and we know that that comes back time and time again. We see it all over the community. St. Clair's Republic, good to see you here. And then my suggestion is always to keep track of everybody that you connect with here in Tuber Chat. That way, if you happen to lose some connections again this week, what you can do is go back to those channels. Hopefully they have their subscriptions public. You'll be able to see them there. Or when you're looking at their channels, you'll be able to see if they've lost you as a connection. That's possible. And then if that's the case, you just want to step up the efforts that you're making to connect. Of course, feel free to do more than I suggest here when we talk about how to connect with each other. Once again, we always want to be doing as much as we possibly can for each other while we're connecting. One of the things we can do is, for anybody under 1,000 subscribers, is hit the discussion tab and leave a comment for them here. Now, hopefully you'll do a better job than I do when you leave comments, something a little more meaningful. I tend to race through these things while we're live streaming, but that's okay. We just want to do, like I said, as much as we possibly can for each other while we're connecting. Dead Soul Girl Gamer was just finishing up a live stream right before we started. That's our featured channel for today. They happen to be a gold member. Hopefully everybody will connect with them if you haven't already. The next channel that we're going to look at is our dear friend Jack Dawson, who has already dropped a super chat on us. When I look for this channel, I type in Jack Dawson MLB The Show, and the reason why is because that is one of the video games, one of the many that Jack Dawson plays on their channel. Mo6510 Model says, when you hit 10,000, does that mean you can't come in here? Actually, you know, I think the biggest channel that we've got that comes in here occasionally, we've got one with 30 and one with 35 or something like that. The reason why I say specifically at the beginning of every live stream, you know, if you have less than 10,000 subscribers, you've come to the right place, is to kind of let anybody that is interested in doing what we're doing here, like, you know, growing their family in the way that we are, they know that they've come to the right channel. You know, I won't be talking about things that you know, relate to channels with 100,000 subscribers and stuff like that. And then, you know, while we don't want to necessarily deter anybody from coming in, we really only want to make sure we're focusing on people who believe the same things that we do about connecting with each other, giving much more than we expect to receive, and will gladly give the attention to each of our channels that we wish, and that we also give back to other people. So it's kind of a marketing statement, just to make sure that we always have the right people coming and staying. You'd be surprised to know how many people come and leave Tuber Chat right away just because they either don't understand what we're doing, or this is not for them, or they came on it, you know, accidentally, and this and that. We're on 187 episodes today, so we've been at it a while. But you can imagine that we're doing very well getting suggested out there to people who haven't even seen Tuber Chat before. As a matter of fact, we have probably 20 to 30% of the channels that come through Tuber Chat in a typical weekend are brand new and have not been here before. And there's a lot of reason for that. We also move the times of the live streams around. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. I move the times so that we can reach different creators from around the world in different time zones. You'll notice that the times we've moved things to this weekend are very much jumbled from what we typically do. So hopefully everybody enjoys that. And we're always happy to meet new people. But absolutely, most 6510 models. I think you have as much to offer this community as anybody does with your rapid growth. Most 6510 models is doing just spectacularly, and like I said, I'm sure we'll look at that channel in a little while. When we get past 10,000 subscribers and moving on towards the 100,000, there are different fish to fry on that side of the fence. And so when we have a lot of creators in the Tuber Chat community that cross that, get into that realm, then we will look at what to do about that, whether it means starting a second channel or another series of videos or something like that. But what we want to focus on is beginning and getting that first 10,000, because if you can be consistent and get your first 10,000 subscribers, in my opinion, your channel can grow and almost take care of itself. There are certainly lots of things you can do to improve and speed your growth up once you get past 10,000, but we're focused on getting that first 10,000, making sure it's strong and solid. Gaming with Nabius, good to see you here. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Everybody here is welcome. Well, everybody here is willing to connect. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. And Paranormal Witch live streams, thank you so much for coming in. Thank you for those tweets, by the way. Anybody that tweets or retweets for Tuber Chat gets automatically added into our Twitter list. They are YouTubers who tweet and retweet for others. So the idea is hopefully you'll get in there if you're somebody who's active on Twitter, meet other generous creators who are willing to tweet and retweet other people's videos. Hopefully you are too, and then you might find yourself with some extra traffic coming in from Twitter, which is a great resource. And hopefully other than that, everybody's doing okay. Galax Gaming, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in from India. Like I said, we have creators from all over the world. We're lucky that way. Gathering Place, good to see you. I just put you on the wheel, by the way. Kira Welton, my BFF forever, is in the chat as a moderator as well. And Red Hot Reactions, it's always good to see you. We're looking at Jack Dawson. Spotless Com, good to have you in here. Skywatcher Footage is back. And Jack Dawson has 1,650 subscribers, so he's already halfway towards 1,700. He's a generous creator, obviously a loyal and dedicated supporter that comes to us every day here at Tuber Chat, and I always have a good time hanging out with them in their live streams. As you can see, I catch them at least once or twice a week, and I try to be in there as much as I can. Like I said, Jack Dawson plays a lot of different video games on his channel, and as well is able to keep up the gameplay and commentate for everybody in the chat, and then keep up with the conversation as well. So it's really something to see. I know you'll have a good time hanging out with him when you connect over there. Billy Rank, good to see you back in the house. Thanks for coming in. And other than that, hopefully everybody's doing okay. Mr. and Mrs. Annabello have been longtime members. They were one of the first members to join Tuber Chat quite some time ago and have been loyal and dedicated supporters for even longer. They are just doing spectacularly. As you can see, with 2,700 subscribers, we saw this channel grow from just about zero. And then as well, they've broken off into a second channel for shorts, so hopefully everybody will check them out there. Now they're fully monetized, they've got membership set up and everything else, so there's lots to see over there, but there's also much to be learned from these creators. They're having success on Instagram and TikTok as well as here on YouTube, so hopefully everybody will connect with them. Red Hot Reactions, thanks for the tweet. I really do appreciate that. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually. And then Paranormal Witch has a second channel here that they're going to use strictly for live streams. And other than that, hopefully everybody's doing all right. We've got a couple exciting things coming up. The 1-year anniversary of Tuber Chat will be coming up in a few weeks at the end of this month. And then as well, shortly after that will be episode number 200, where we will be joined once again by our dear friend Vern's Junk Closet. She is an extremely influential and generous creator who shares her knowledge about YouTube the same way that we do here in the Tuber Chat community. She is inspirational in the creation of Tuber Chat, and she joined me for a 2-hour conversation for episode 100, which hopefully you've seen. If you haven't, there's links in the description. You'll find it on our channel where we talk about everything YouTube, lots of tips and tricks for your channels. So when we get around to episode 200, we will take a look at what we've learned in the last 6 months. And thank you, Paranormal Witch. Thank you so much. Oh, Stream Elements is just a robot, so yeah, they won't answer you very well. And Deborah Finney Spirit Orbs, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. And hopefully I haven't missed any questions or comments. If there was anything anybody wanted me to see, just please mention it again. I'll appreciate your patience. Mention 3 thumbs up at the beginning, and hopefully that will help me see it a little bit easier. It doesn't always work, I know that, but I will keep my eyes open. Gathering Place is coming up now. They've been a member for a little while as well. And this is another dynamic creator who has got some serious comedy going on their channel, that's for sure. This is somebody with some serious energy, much more than I have, I think. Twana Yvette, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Sam's Vlogs Trains and More is in the house, and I'm just wondering if there's something that I missed in the chat. I'm looking over at our stream boss, and I think something is out of order over there. I could be wrong. I certainly hope I haven't missed something. How do you get your name up there? Gaming with Nabius. So what happens is I have a robot called Bautissimo, and you see it leaving messages in the chat. It also does a great job of keeping statistics on how long people are in your stream and how active they are and stuff like that, for those of you who live stream or are thinking of it. So we use that, and what happens is when I need names for the wheel, when we get down to about 5 or 6 names, I reach over to my list, and the robot lets me know how to put names on the wheel in order. So like I said, it's not just about how long you're here, but how much you're interacting with everybody else, because the best thing for me is for you to be growing your channel. And then what happens is, as you get your first 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 subscribers, people are going to start asking you how you did it. And my hope is that you will say that Tuber Chat is a channel that they need to follow if they happen to be newcomers that have channels of their own. So the system works out okay, and we added the Wheel of Doom and this whole system last summer, and it seems to be pretty enjoyable. And then, oh yeah, that's right, Sam's Vlogs, Trains and More. I originally had this live stream scheduled an hour later, but I just had to push it up. So hopefully everybody's okay with that. Oh, once we get Paranormal Witch, once if you haven't already gotten a thumbs down by the time you get to 1,000 subscribers, it's eventually coming. That's unfortunate, but it's there for it's an eventuality for just about everybody. It is something that people find quite comical, as a matter of fact, when people start to get obsessed with your channel and then feel the need to come and do that. But it happens all the time, right? So, you know, I wouldn't put too much weight behind it. You know, it happens, like I said, to almost everybody. Please don't think about that stuff too much. It really doesn't matter. And not to mention, when people come around with malicious accounts and fakes and stuff like that, YouTube ends up taking the dislikes away a couple days after anyway. So, that's okay. And Yeah, there's Bautissimo now. So it's a little bit late, but it's just welcoming people now. Pardon me for a moment. Oh, look what we got in the house. Washington County News Station, Utah just came in. And I had to make good on my promise the other day. Washington County News Station, Utah has been a friend of Tuber Chat for quite some time now. I have a good time hanging out with them in their live streams as well. Gathering Place, like I said, has lots and lots of energy. They're doing a lot of work on their channel. Thank you so much. My love, Kristen Welton, has just brought me my Pepsi. This was courtesy of Washington County News Station, Utah. It's Pepsi time, my friend. And it's happening right now. So thank you again. Hopefully, other than that, everybody is doing okay. O&P family, we don't do a lot of self-promotion, so I just want to let you know that your best success will be found in supporting other creators, letting them know that you've done that, and then they will go back and get you, as opposed to asking people to come and visit. There's Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More. Thank you for the super chat. I really do appreciate that. Did Rock Chick Beauty drop a super chat on us too? I am so sorry for missing that. I don't know how it's possible that I could have missed that, but when I look over at the list, if you look at the bottom of your screen there, you'll see that there's always a list of, super chats and things like that. And Jack Dawson gave us one before we started, and I must have missed Rock Chick Beauty altogether. So for that reason, now I just put Makeup Mom and Son, I just spun the wheel. So I'm going to put that channel up right now. We're going to look at it, and then I'm going to look at Rock Chick Beauty and Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More. I certainly don't mean to ever make a mistake like that. If anybody notices me make a mistake, then I will appreciate if anybody will give me a nudge and let me know. And then thank you so much, Paranormal Witch. Yes, anybody's welcome to come in with more than one channel if they have. The only thing I ever ask is that everybody always treats their channels separately. We always have to connect with each other genuinely. We have to follow the full procedure on both channels. From what I've seen in all of my social media experience over many years, is that even if you have two channels, you will find that it is very likely that you will only have a small percentage of people who will follow both. So you don't want to put too much weight behind it. That's just human nature. For instance, on Facebook, I have a profile with about 1,300 people, and I have a page with about 1,300 people, but only about 30% of them are the same. And you would ask yourself, why? Why would that be the case? Why wouldn't people follow both? If they like you, why wouldn't they do both? But they just don't. So the other thing you want to remember is not everybody likes live streams. Not everybody likes videos. Some people like one more than the other. Some people only like one, and a few people like both. So it's something to think about. But, you got to make your best decisions for your own channel, of course, always. Paranormal Witch is back in the house with the other channel. Very cool. And we're looking at Makeup Mom and Son. Now, she's been a generous supporter of Tuber Chat and a loyal and dedicated supporter as well for a long time. She happens to be a silver member, so she's got those guaranteed features that we talk about with the slides at the beginning, middle, and end of the live streams all the time. So we look at this channel almost every day, and she's usually here with us in the chat as well. She's here today and recently had some surgery, so hopefully she's doing what she needs to rest and get well, but we're certain that she is. We've talked about this yesterday as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with her. 441 subscribers so far. We'd love to push her a little bit closer to maybe even 450 so that she can be halfway on the road to 500. And I'm just doing a little bit of housekeeping on our list here. So thank you, Hilda DC, for your super chat. I appreciate that. For that reason, I'll put you up right after Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More. And he happens to be our stream boss now. And, 345 Barry, thank you for coming in. Other than that, hopefully everybody's doing okay. We'll get back to spinning the wheel in a moment. I'm going to get to Rock Chick Beauty, which I like to misspell for some reason. We'll get that channel up. And with 208 subscribers, hopefully we can push this channel a little bit farther. Rock Chick Beauty is a dear friend of ours. Oriane Lucy, she recently restarted. And Jack Dawson, one more time, thank you for your super chat. We looked at your channel a few minutes ago for that reason. We'd love to push Rock Chick Beauty a little bit farther. She recently started over with a brand new channel, so she's moving pretty quick, and she's officially on the road to 300. Hopefully we can push her a little bit farther today and get that rolling for her. She's a generous creator that allows people to connect in her live streams the same way that we do here in Tuber Chat, and as well does the featured channels collaboration that I talk about all the time. I'll talk about that a little bit more when I get to Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More, the next channel that we're going to look at. So Rock Chick Beauty, one more time, thank you for your super chat. I am so sorry for missing that when it came through the chat. I don't know how that happened, but I see it on the list over there. So thank you for that. And she's a generous creator that's done that many times. Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More is another generous creator who's been back with us for a long time, again and again and again. Happens to be a member. KPJP Florida, thanks for coming in. Sean the Great Gamer, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. It's another longtime friend of Tuber Chat as well. Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More also does the featured channels collaboration. When you feature channels on your front page like this, you're saying to the YouTube algorithm and to your audience that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then when some of those channels hopefully feature you in return, they are saying to their audience in the YouTube algorithm that your channel is worthy of being featured by them. So you can imagine the impact that that has both on your audiences and on the YouTube algorithm. So I recommend it for anybody that's willing to do it. It's a great way to get a friendship started by trading favors with another creator. And if you feature Tuber Chat on your front page, please make sure that I know so I can return the favor. And as well, Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More is willing to swap playlists. So if anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists like Jack Dawson and Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More, just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that, then feel free to reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually. And thank you one more time for your super chat. We're going to get back to spinning the wheel in another second. We're going to look at Hilda DC right now, who happens to be the newest member of our moderator squad. Most of you know that I take moderating very seriously. I'm always happy to help for anybody that wants to make me a bot on their channel. I always am happy to help, but as well, we have a small but very dedicated moderator crew here, including Sam's Vlog. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. Scratch and Pete PA, Michael's Adventures, Hilda DC, and then of course Kristen Welton and Kira Welton are both in the chat. Corinne's Life will be back tomorrow. So hopefully, other than that, everybody's doing okay. Travel around, good to see you back in the house. Thanks for coming in. John H. Shelton, always a pleasure to have you in the chat. That's another generous creator. Holly's Hobby House is an extremely loyal and dedicated supporter to many other channels. Hopefully everybody will connect with her as well. So let's spin the wheel, and we will see who's coming up next. Thank you one more time, Hilda DC, for that generous super chat. I really do appreciate that. Now we're back to spinning the wheel. And then I see a few people willing to swap playlists, which is very cool. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. You could do it here in the chat, make your arrangements, or feel free to connect with each other on Instagram or any other social network if that's where you prefer. Kristen Welton is my love. She's here always as a member and a moderator. She has her own channel doing her own thing. She's got a lot of lifestyle videos, unboxings, collaborations with other YouTubers, and she's having some success with shorts. As we have seen, they are, why are they out of order now? There's 5,000 views on that one. There's one with 28,000 views, another one with like 19,000 views and stuff like that. So maybe she changed the order, but that's okay. And then as well, she does the featured channels collaboration that I'm talking about. So hopefully everybody will connect with her. With 1,280 subscribers, she's getting very close to 1,300. Hopefully we can push her a little bit farther. And then other than that, hopefully everybody is doing okay. I hope I haven't missed anything in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. If you've mentioned a question or a comment and I've missed it, just please mention it again. I'll appreciate your patience. Add 3 thumbs up at the beginning of the message, and that should help me see it a little bit easier. I know it doesn't always work, but we hope. And I'm going to spin the wheel one more time here, and then we are going to get to some names from the list. I'll start adding some more people onto the wheel. And we seem to be doing okay. This is Thrill Seeks, David, who is a very loyal and dedicated supporter as well, happens to be a silver member, and has also already come over and started supporting me on our experimental other channel, which is for copyright-free music. It's a work in progress, and I'm planning on having that up and running and ready to go within the next couple of weeks. There's some music there already. All the music you hear in the background of Tuber Chat is going to be available as copyright-free music. Just about ready already. KK Official, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. And I am going to do as promised and get some names from our list. So, Thrill Seeks has a lot of content related to theme parks, particularly roller coasters, for instance, and hopefully now that roller coaster and theme park season is just about here for the areas that are open, we might see some new content from Thrill Seeks, but he does a fantastic job of posting frequently anyway. With 889 subscribers, he's getting very, very, very close to 900 and will officially be on the road to 1K. Which is obviously a very important milestone that we all look forward to. Spotless Calm. Oh, trying to come up with titles so often is not easy. I understand. Yeah. You know, I never want to tell anybody to copy or steal anybody else's stuff. However, you can take inspiration from other channels. So if you look for some of the material that you know, the type of material you put on your channel, you'll find other popular videos out there by other popular channels, and you might be able to find some inspiration in their titles and tags and things like that that you may not have already thought about. Washington County News Station, Utah. Make sure everyone pushes thumbs up. Thank you so much. Yes, if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, those really do help the stream. I'll appreciate it greatly. And again, if you have to turn the chat off if you're on a phone, you don't lose your place. It only takes a second, but it really does have impact, so I'll appreciate that. And then, hopefully, other than that, everybody's doing okay. Lynn's Wonderful World of Makeup and More. Good to see you back in the house. Yes, glad to have you here. And Arloek, did I miss anything from you? I thought I missed something. I don't mean to miss any... Oh, thank you. You shared on Twitter. Thank you for that. And the Tyler Show is in the house. Good to see you here. We got another busy day. So thank you, everybody, for hanging out. I appreciate every moment everybody spends here in Tuber Chat. Let us get a few names on the wheel. I will put our moderators on today in the second half of the live stream after we take a break. Let's get O&P Family, Deborah Finney Spirit Orbs onto the wheel. I'll spin. We'll get one more channel up, and then I'll think about adding some more names afterwards. Miner Zach 123, thank you for coming back in. Always good to see you here. Carol's Coaching Corner. Now, this is a channel that I put on the wheel specifically today because they got a silver membership after the live stream yesterday. And so I wanted to have a look at this channel. It's a new connection for Tuber Chat, probably will be for a lot of people here. So what I'm going to do, because I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, is I'm going to take one of their latest videos. I'm hoping to find something over 10 minutes. I've got a 16-minute one here. I'll take this, add it into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I will watch that video in full. I'll leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give a thumbs up, of course, subscribe, turn the notification bell on as I do for all creators, and then hopefully they are... our connection will stick, and that's it. Hopefully, everybody here is feeling welcome. And thank you, Lynn's Wonderful World of Makeup and More. I appreciate the kind words. Moog News Station and Outdoor Adventures. Good to see you here. Yes, second channel. I was going to ask that right before I read what you said there. So it's great to have you here. Anybody who has more than one channel is welcome to come into Tuber Chat. The only thing I ever ask is that you treat the channels separately. We always must be connecting the right way, genuinely, with everybody that we meet. But I have had some great friends. Most of you know our Melda and Amra family, Vern's Junk Closet, Happy Lux, and many other live streams where I've been able to go in with 2 channels. This is how I built the beginnings of Tuber Chat before we started. I think on our first live stream, I'd have to go back and look. I think we had 600, 700, or 800 subscribers right before we started live streaming. That was done because those generous live stream, growth stream hosts allowed me to do that. Home News Station and More, thank you so much. Pepsi tomorrow is on you. Well, actually, Washington County News Station, Utah, bought me enough Pepsi for a month. But thank you for that. I appreciate that very much. And for your generous super chat. For that reason, I'm going to put your channel up next before we spin the wheel. We'll have a look at this second channel of yours, and then we will get back to spinning the wheel in a moment. Let me see if I can copy and paste this here. Moog News Station and Outdoor Adventure. So again, this is a new connection for Tuber Chat because this is your first time coming in with this channel. So what I'm going to do is take your 10-minute video here, add this into my watch later. I'll bet that's a beautiful video, sunrise over a lake there. And I will watch that video in full in the next 24 hours. I will give you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of this sunrise video, and I will give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on as I do for all channels. And then hopefully our connection will stick. Hopefully you're subscribed to Tuber Chat with this channel as well, and you have the notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Gathering Place has a cherry Coke. Aha! Yeah, only 1 soda per day. I wish. I drink so much, like either soda or diet soda. Someday I got to stop this. But I do love it. Oh, Sean the Great Gamer got a special award. Very cool. Sean the Great Gamer tends to have a lot of good news for us in the chat. I'm going to get you to pardon me for a quick second. Let me see which channel we're going to have next. I'm going to spin the wheel. And right after that, we will get our... I'm going to take a break just for a very quick second. I'll get you to pardon me. When we come back, we'll look at Norfolk Dashcam. And pardon me for that. I thought I'd be a little bit faster, but that's okay. Norfolk Dashcam. This happens to be a gold member, so they get that guaranteed feature with those slides that, like, we see at the beginning, middle, and end of the live stream. I'll take more of a break later on. We'll look at those things, but as well, their link will be dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so, and then as well, Norfolk Dashcam allows people to submit video footage to be included in compilations that they do on their channel. So that's a very cool thing, and we talked about that over the last couple of weeks. So anybody who wants to connect with this channel and has any kind of footage, I don't know if you use a GoPro or if you catch something cool on your phone or something like that, hopefully not while you're driving, but you know what I mean. And once a month, they do a compilation where they'll put in content from around the world. So hopefully everybody will connect with this channel, and then if you have an opportunity to submit, you'll be helping a fellow YouTuber out. Oh, and Washington County News too. Is that your channel? Oh my goodness. Okay, Moog News Station and Outdoor Adventures. Is that the second channel from Washington County News Station, Utah? That's interesting. Okay, I'm sorry I didn't catch that when I had the channel up, but that's good to know. Sean the Great Gamer's having a cran grape juice. That's interesting. And who said they were having a Dr. Pepper? A Fanatic Guide is going to get... That's the one soda I don't like. I don't know why. I don't know why, I just can't like it. I've tried it many times. I always forget that I don't like it, so once every couple of years I'll have one, and then I don't like it anymore. But that's interesting. And then, yeah, most 6510 models. Yeah, I know I talk about it all the time, but I was already watching some dash cam footage, not particularly channels, but, you know, occasionally me and a couple friends will search for the stuff and have watched lots of it. And so it's nice to have a channel that has that content in our community, because I was already watching some of that content. So I'm glad to have a family member to support here, you know, in our Tuber Chat family. Let's get Deborah Finney Spirit Orbs up. 137 subscribers for her, so hopefully we can push her a little bit farther as well. Did Nisha James come in? I'm so sorry I missed you when you came in. And Chen Chen Official, I know you've been here for a while, so thank you for coming in. Makeup Mom and Son, thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate that. We already looked at that channel, of course, but she does have a dancing emoji going on in that super sticker. And I know I say the same thing every day. I don't pay enough attention to these super stickers when they come through, and then I giggle every time I look at them, because I haven't seen so many, right? And it's pretty funny, some of the stuff that they do. But thank you for that very much. I appreciate that. And then, other than that, hopefully everybody is doing okay. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. It looks like we're doing all right. A special Canadian Dr. Pepper. No, but there is another drink, a drink that is called Dr. Pepper. And I don't know if you have to be of age, of course, to even think about that. But that's an interesting thing that I've had before. That I don't mind for some reason. But the actual Dr. Pepper. You know what I'll probably do is I bet I'll go and I'll try another one this week, just because we're talking about it now, and then I'll have it and I won't like it. There is Happy Jur. Good to see you in the house. That is our dear friend Happy Lux. I was talking about him earlier when I was talking about the idea of coming in to Tuber Chat or any other growth stream, for instance, with 2 channels, right? You'll probably be welcome in many different live streams. For instance, Happy Lux. When I originally met Happy Lux, he would allow me to come in both with my personal channel and with Tuber Chat so that I could build it up, and not only allow it, but encourage it. So Happy Lux has become a dear friend over the last long while and shares lots of information. He's got over 13,000 subscribers, I think, now, and lots and lots of knowledge about YouTube and years of experience, and does a fantastic growth stream on his first channel, Happy Lux, and then does another channel here called Happy Jur, where he does some more gaming videos and live streams as well. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. You hear me talk about Happy Lux all the time. Oh, thank you for the super chat, my friend, as well. He happens to drop a super chat on us, so thank you for that. I appreciate that. Dead Soul Girl Gamer is our featured channel for today. She's back in the chat, so hopefully everybody will connect with them. The bubbles hurt your nose, Mark McEwen? Yeah, I wish I wouldn't drink so much carbonated stuff, but I can't seem to stop. So, hopefully other than that, everybody's doing okay. Let's look at Happy Lux here in another second. And thank you one more time for that super chat. We'll actually look at both channels when I have it up. So Happy Lux does another growth stream, if you want to call it that. And similar to the way that we connect here in Tuber Chat, you're able to do the same thing over there. You'll meet lots of friends and family members. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. 15,000 subscribers. I just said 13. I don't know what I was thinking. Already over 15,000 subscribers. But I remember when Happy Lux had less than 10. This channel is just exploding. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. They got almost 16,000 now. And then, like I said, you'll meet lots of friends and family members over there. He does a lot of frequent live streaming where you're able to connect. And then as well, has a game going that you can take part in, as well as has music playing. It's quite a party. It's a very upbeat situation over there. So hopefully everybody will enjoy that when you connect with Happy Lux. And I'm going to show you Happy Jur as well. Oh, I didn't put the spaces in there properly. Happy Jur already has 1,600 subscribers over here on a second channel and is fully monetized with memberships, as you can see. So hopefully everybody will connect. By the way, Tuber Chat is a member on Happy Lux. Just so you know, that's how much I have been able to utilize my friendship with both Happy Lux and the family members that they have in their channel to grow what we're looking at right now here in Tuber Chat, as well as on my personal channel. So hopefully everybody will connect with them on both channels, as a matter of fact. Let's spin. And Nisha James TV, thank you so much. Sorry, I didn't see you when you came in, but I noticed somebody talking to you. But thanks for coming in. Paranormal Witch got like 4. One of the things that, you know, I don't point out enough lately for some reason is that while we're connecting with everybody, it's very important that we follow the full procedure. While you're connecting, you must watch a full video that's at least 3 minutes long, leave a meaningful, genuine comment of at least a few sentences, and give that thumbs up and turn the notification bell on for everybody. We have to do as much as we possibly can for each other while we're connecting. Here in Tuber Chat, it's reasonable that you can meet anywhere from even up to 8, maybe even 10 creators per hour for the time that you spend here. But any faster than that is too fast. And what will happen is YouTube will take the connections away. If you think about the fact that we're watching a 3, 4, or 5 minute video, and then it takes another minute to have a conversation with somebody to let them know you're going to visit them, that you visit them, and drop off your package and everything else, you can see that it's really only reasonable to meet that many people. You want your connections to be strong and solid for your channel, of course, and we all hate it when YouTube decides to take a few of those away. So we want to do everything we can to make our connection solid. Sterling's Makes It Adventures, good to see you here. And other than that, hopefully everybody is doing okay. It looks like it. Miss Beauty KTV, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And, pardon me, let us spin. Oh, we're looking at Antoinette at Fun. I'm not going to spin the wheel just yet. Antoinette at Fun is another generous and loyal and dedicated supporter who's been with us actually only for a short while, but already had impact on our community, and for that reason was featured already here on Tuber Chat. Now, we don't know how many subscribers they have right this second, but that's okay. We just want to push them towards the next milestone that they're looking for right now. We all know what it's like to hit different milestones of different types, right from our first subscriber to our first 10, first 100, first 1,000, and beyond, of course. So we want to help each other. Taylor Rochester is going to come up on the wheel next, and St. Clair's Republic. And if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, they really do help the stream. And if you have the ability to share, whether it's on your community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or any other social network, I will appreciate that as well. It all really does help the stream, of course. Let's spin. Now we'll look at another channel. Just Teresa's in the house. Thank you for coming in. That is a very much loved and well-respected creator in the small YouTube community, as well as here in Tuber Chat. I forgot to take Norfolk Dashcam off the wheel after. We already looked at that channel, so... Oh, my goodness. I'm clicking too fast over here. Let's spin and see what's happening. Just Vlogging Life is going to come up. That's another gold member. So we've seen their lake drop by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so, as well as those slides. I'll take a break in another 10 minutes or so, and we'll have a look at that stuff. And we always see those at the beginning, middle, and end of the live streams. And I'm just cleaning up the wheel. 510 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther. And Princess Beyond Passions, good to see you here. That's our featured channel from yesterday. Today's featured channel is Dead Soul Girl Gamer. And hopefully everybody will connect with Just Vlogging Life. Like I said, they happen to be a very generous supporter, as well as loyal and dedicated, of course. They've been a dear friend of Tuber Chat for quite some time now. And we'd love to push them a little bit farther. They're on the road to 600. We want to get them a little bit closer. And other than that, we're doing okay. Yes, Sterling's Makes and Adventures is talking about swapping playlists. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, then please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And it looks like we're doing okay. So let's spin one more time. I'm going to get some more names on the wheel. We're moving a little bit faster than we usually do, so this is good. We'll get more channels on the screen this way. Taylor Rochester is coming up. This is another channel that's been with us many times before. Has been here occasionally lately. And hopefully everybody will connect with them. With 17 subscribers, we want to push this channel a little bit farther if we can. I'm going to go onto their discussion tab. One of the things we can do for any creator, especially under 100, is leave a comment on the discussion tab, and that gives the YouTube algorithm an extra little kick to know that you really meant to connect to this creator and be subscribed. Now, their videos are very short, so what I suggest is that when you're connecting with Taylor Rochester, you watch all 3 videos and consider commenting on all 3 as well. And then Gathering Place. Is it ever okay to watch the video, like, and not leave a package? So when we talk about leaving a package, it's just a comment on the video. And if you run into a channel where the comments are not available, whether it's a channel that's made for kids or they've turned the comments off for some other reason, that's okay, but I would hit the discussion tab and leave a comment there like I just showed here. But as well, while we're connecting, it's very important that we leave a comment. Not only that we leave it, but we leave a comment that's meaningful, related to the content of the video, and at least a couple of sentences long. I recommend 3 or 4 sentences. If you say something like nice one or thumbs up or friend from Tuber Chat here, you're probably going to get caught in the spam filter because you don't want to say the same things that hundreds of other people are saying. So that's almost the most important part. You know, watching a full video, not just 3 minutes of any video, but a full video, whether it's 3 minutes, 4, 5, 10, whatever you feel like. I always suggest doing more than I recommend here and what we have written in our video description. We have to do more than ever before to make sure that our connections are solid. That means going over and above to support each other. Be Amazing Sylvia's in the house. This is another extremely well loved and respected creator among the small YouTuber community, as well as here in Tuber Chat. She is part of the Drop the Link Day crew. And hopefully everybody will connect with her. How often do I update the rolling slides? Not often enough, Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More. I probably should refresh them all, to be honest with you, and make that like maybe a monthly thing. It's a little bit too much to do it every week, but to do it every month is probably reasonable. I'll try to get those done ASAP. But thank you for pointing it out. Thank you for mentioning it. Other than this, hopefully everybody's doing okay. And then, yes, Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More says, please make sure you leave a genuine comment on a video that's more than 3 minutes. If the video is too short or the comment is too short, you will probably lose some subscribers within the next 24 to 48 hours, and we don't want that from for anybody. And then that's okay. Paranormal Witch. Yes, we say a lot of silly things in the chat because when we talk about the idea of subscribing, it can be against YouTube's terms of service and community guidelines if all you're doing is subscribing to a channel and expecting them to subscribe back. They don't want that. What we're here for in Tuber Chat is to meet each other. Tuber Chat is just a meeting place where we can meet other creators for the purpose of supporting each other over the long term, more so for the creator even than the content. Although the hope is, as you start to follow hundreds and hundreds of creators, you'll get to enjoy a lot of other content that you might not have otherwise found. That's the hope, anyway. So when somebody says they're leaving a gift, it means when they say they're visiting your house and leaving a package or anything along those lines, it all means the same thing. They've been to your channel, watched a video, left a comment, that's the package, and then now are waiting for you to do the same thing. So what that means is you can go into your comment section, see the comment that they've left there, let them know if it's something that they need to improve, if it got caught in the spam filter, held for review or anything like that. Otherwise, you can just click on their name right there, get to their channel, and it really speeds up the process. So there's a few benefits to that, but that's what we're talking about when we talk about leaving a gift, and people will be expecting the same from you. Just to be clear, for anybody that's brand new to Tuber Chat or hasn't been here very often, everybody here is expecting to subscribe to your channel after you subscribe to theirs. The best success is always found in reaching out to other creators first, making the first move. Many creators who've been here for weeks or months before will not go to a brand new channel that they see in the chat for good reason, until they watch how you interact with everybody else first. But of course, you will have a couple of channels that will come to you aggressively, which is great as well. And, you know, everybody can connect that way. Lil Red and Bunny Tracks is here. That's the second channel from TWT TV. It's always good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. The LS Crew is back in the house. Thanks for coming in. Always good to see you as well. And I'm going to get some more names onto the wheel before I talk about Urbex Paranormal and more. Ghostly Winds, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. That's a longtime friend of Tuber Chat. Why isn't Mo's 6510 models already on the wheel? I hope they're still in the chat. And then thank you, RJ and Jay's TV. Life with Rose and Ann is in the house. Hopefully everybody's doing all right, meeting new friends and family members. Again, if you want to swap playlists with other creators for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually. So some of you may not know as well, I run other channels for other people. That's how I started on YouTube before I even started my own channels. But I learn from creators of all sizes every single day. And so if you have questions that you think I can answer, I'd love to talk about it here in the chat for the betterment of everybody. But as well, my wish is just that we share our information so that we can all make the best decisions for our channels, myself included. I constantly want to improve. You know, it doesn't have to be questions. We can always just talk, and anybody can reach out to me on at any time on Tuber Chat as well. And then Sean the Great Gamer, it's great that you have that news. That's wonderful. It's hard to say much about that stuff because we don't do any, you know, verification about what people say in the chat or anything like that. But I do look at channels. You know, it's not that I look at some more than others or anything like that. Sometimes I take a more detailed look, but often what will happen is I will look at a channel and I will try to get to know the channel and possibly the creator behind the channel eventually. So a lot of times when we see channels that have certain themes and things like that, I will take a look and see what's happening with the channel. Yeah, most 6510 models. I don't know why it takes your name so long to come up the list. Is it because you're on a phone? Did you tell me that the last time and I forgot about that? Because if you're on a phone, what happens is you're going out and coming back, and I've been sitting there wondering why today is most 6510 models not coming up faster than they are. But anyway, other than that, we're doing okay. Oh, shared me out. Thank you very much for that. If anybody does have the ability to share, whether it's on your community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or any other social network, that will help, of course. And if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, those really do help the stream. I'll appreciate that. GA Girl, I am every woman, the dream team. Thanks for coming in. Dalciso Runo, good to see you in the house as well. Very good. Oh, on an iPad? Okay, very good. I'm just curious because I know you've been here from, I think, the very beginning of the live stream, and it's surprising to me your name doesn't rise up the list as fast as I think it should. Oh, and on Mac. Okay, that's interesting. Del Ciso Runo's on the phone. Yeah, as far as I understand, it could be as many as 60 or 70% of people are on the phone who come to Tuber Chat. Willow's Creations, good to see you here. Urbex Paranormal and More has been a generous supporter of Tuber Chat for a while. They happen to be a silver member, but they also are a loyal and dedicated supporter. And I have been able to catch them on several live streams and hang out with them while they're doing some gameplay. They are officially on the road to 1K with 902 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther and get that 900 nice and locked in. Thank you, Mark McEwen, for reminding everybody to thumbs up. Thank you, Scratch and Pete, for reminding everybody in Michael's Adventures for the same thing. What I'm going to do right now is I will take a break. I will fill up the wheel with a few more names. I will come back and we'll get back to spinning the wheel. All right, we are back, and let's spin the wheel right away. We'll see who's going to be the next channel that we're going to look at. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, those really do help the stream. I appreciate it. We've got more thumbs down than usual again today, so that means we've got a few people giving us some free views that don't even like us, which is always interesting. What they don't know as well is that because YouTube does so much purging. We all know it. We see it with our subscribers, with our watch time, with our likes, and with our dislikes. So my bet is that those will disappear within a couple of days, and it will have been a waste of time, but comical nonetheless. This is Mark McEwen, a brand new channel. I shouldn't say brand new, because actually they've been here with us in Tuber Chat for a few weeks already. They come to us from Two Pineapples. You did ask, where is Two Pineapples? They, they come as often as they can. But, obviously we can't expect everybody to make every live stream. But they're here with us all the time. They're dear friends of Tuber Chat, and I try to catch them just about every day, as a matter of fact. I'm now a member on Two Pineapples as well. Thrill Seeks, you said something about sorry about earlier, but I don't remember what you might have been talking about. So hopefully you're doing all right. Hopefully everything's okay. We're looking at Mark McEwen right now with 31 subscribers. So what I always keep mentioning, when we see a channel that's got less than 100, or on the road to 100 is a better way to put it, we know that struggle is the hardest right now with the purging that I'm talking about, YouTube taking subscribers away and things like this. So we have to do everything we can to support each other always. Particularly, one of the most important things is, while we're watching videos, we must leave a comment on every video that we watch. It must be a video that's over 3 minutes, and we must leave a meaningful, genuine comment. Particularly, a few sentences is best, so that it doesn't get held for review. If you don't, YouTube will almost certainly take your subscribers away. Anyway, the other thing we can do for channels under 100 is go on their discussion tab and leave a message for them here, a comment. And you could really do that for anybody under 1,000, but I particularly like to do it for channels under 100, because it gives the algorithm an extra boost to know, hey, listen, I really expected to subscribe to Mark McEwen, and I really do want to see their content. Everything we can do to push the algorithm in somebody's favor is best, of course. Jewel in the kitchen, thank you for coming in. Got you on the wheel. Oh, lost 45. Yeah, Mark McEwen's losing lots and lots and lots. So again, like, as long as you're following your half of the procedure, that's the only other problem with all of this, right? You can only control your own actions. So if you're doing the full procedure that we talk about here, maybe even more, right? Maybe take extra videos, add them into your watch later and stuff like that. Hopefully that will help, but that's all you can do. And then we're relying on the other creator to do their half of the procedure as well. What we find is the channels that are growing the most aggressively seem to be the ones that are taking the most losses. One of the things that I also like to recommend once in a while is, if you keep track of every person that you connect with while you're here in Tuber Chat or in other growth streams, or any other live stream for that matter, if you keep track of everybody, you're able to go back within the next day or two, if you lose a few subscribers, and somewhat figure out who they were. As well, if you go to channels and you find that you're not subscribed, you know that the problem might be on your end. You have to do a little bit more. So you'll notice when I put channels on the screen, 999 times out of 1,000, we are always subscribed. Nobody ever loses Tuber Chat. Now, we have seen it a couple times in the last couple of weeks where it has happened. The G family yesterday, we put them up and we know we were subscribed. You could see the red lines on a few of their videos. So YouTube's doing it to everybody, and Tuber Chat loses subscribers just like everybody else does when they purge. So it's understandable, but as long as we're doing as much as we can, that's really all you can do. And then if anybody knows like that there are creators, if you notice in the chat that somebody's not connecting the right way, it could just be a misunderstanding. It typically happens with people who are brand new to Tuber Chat. You can reach out to me on Instagram if you want to, let me know, and then I can discreetly reach out nicely to the other creator to help them improve the procedure. Not everybody understands the importance of all this stuff if they haven't seen or heard it before. And then, Delciso Runo says they have a great memory with many names. As long as you're always leaving comments on every video that you watch. The other thing, too, is you don't want to let too much time go by. I know there's a few people out there now who are talking about, like, I'll connect with you tomorrow and this and that. That's not a part of what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be connecting with each other right now. If you let too much time go by, of course it's reasonable that YouTube would take the connection, because they'll say one person subscribed to the other, but the other person didn't care enough to come back. It's very possible that that could be a part of all of this. So this whole bit about like waiting 24 hours, I wouldn't buy any of that. I don't put any weight behind that thought at all, and I certainly don't do it. I connect with everybody. When I'm outside connecting the way we are here in Tuber Chat in other places, I always connect immediately. Right that second, I connect. There's no waiting 24 hours or any of that. And like you see, my connections always stick, except for very, very rare exceptions. And there are creators that we've talked to here in the Tuber Chat community who don't lose subscribers. And they say to me, even offline when we talk, how is it possible that we don't lose any subscribers, but you talk about it every day? I'm like, well, not everybody is following the full procedure. And it's not just that. It's not anybody's fault. It's YouTube that's doing it. So I can't put enough emphasis on that. But as long as we're doing as much as we can, that's the best we can do. And hopefully it will help more than not. Paranormal Witch, let's see if we can find your... I didn't mean to click that. Hopefully we can find your channel fairly easily here. If you can't find a channel right away with a popular name like this, or popular words in the name, you can try by hitting the channels. Now I got to try to match an avatar here and see. This is Paranormal Witch right here. Now I think in this case it might be possible that we weren't already connected. Yeah, see, this must be the first time I'm having your channel up on Tuber Chat on the screen. So what I'm going to do is take one of your videos, this 10-minute video, add it into my watch later list. And again, what I'll do after the live stream is I'll go through my watch later list in the next 24 hours. I'll watch that video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of this Spirit Session video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, turn the notification bell on, as I do for all creators, and then our connection should be nice and solid. I know you're already subscribed to Tuber Chat with both channels, as a matter of fact. And actually, let me find the other channel. Paranormal Witch live streams. I'm just going to do the same with both channels right now. I'll take this 22-minute video because at least it's over 10 minutes. I always use videos that are over 10 minutes when I do it this way. But when I'm out in other live streams or grow streams like Happy Lux or Melden Amr or Vern's Junk Claws or other places like that, I only use 3-minute videos, the same as we do here, 3, 4, or 5-minute videos, whatever I can find. I follow the exact procedure that we're talking about here. It's just that when you see me here on Tuber Chat with brand new channels coming on the screen, then I use 10-minute videos for the watch later list. So, forgive me, hopefully my speeches have been entertaining for the length of them, my goodness. And other than that, hopefully everybody's doing okay, meeting new friends and family members. So, Jewel in the Kitchen is coming up right now. We looked at this channel yesterday, I think. We look at it most days. She's usually here with us. Happens to be a generous supporter, loyal and dedicated, of course. And she's getting so close to 2K. Officially been on the road for a little while. She's got 1,970. I'm hoping we can push her a little bit farther. I don't think we can get you right to the 2K today, but we can get you a little bit closer, maybe even to 1975 or 1980. Oh, and then Be Amazing Sylvia, you bring your second channel for the next live. Yes, anybody's welcome to come in with a second channel if you have one. I always just ask that everybody treats them separately so that your connections are still solid. Everybody's connecting genuinely, but we have lots of creators with more than one channel now here. Others written down 10 minutes or thereabouts. Okay, I don't know if I quite understand what you're saying, Thrill Seeks, but I'm sure you're doing fine. I'm sure Thrill Seeks is doing fine. They've been with us a long time. Family of you and your wife, daughter as well. Yes, Nisha James TV. It's been a while, that's for sure. And so thank you for that. Yes, Nisha James has been with Tuber Chat for quite some time. Travis TV, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. I think this is your first time with Tuber Chat. Forgive me if I'm wrong about that, but hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody here is willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. As you can see, there's a lot of delicious content here on Jewel in the Kitchen, so hopefully everybody will connect with her if you haven't already. And I'm moving a little bit faster now that we're in the second half of the live stream. We're going to look at most 6510 models right now, and I'll get some more names on the wheel in another moment. This is a channel I talk about all the time because they've got, well, now getting close to 7,000 subscribers. We were talking about 6 not too long ago. So you can see the rapid growth. We see it here on Tuber Chat because they're with us almost every day. I know a lot of people in our family are connected to them already, and hopefully everybody will start connecting with them that hasn't, because there's much to be learned from this creator as well as entertained and inspired by. I say that about any channel over maybe 3,000 subscribers. When you start to get to 3,000 or 4,000 subscribers, there's obviously things that you're doing that are very right, and there's obviously some experience that can be drawn from that. So hopefully everybody will connect with most 6510 models. And hopefully I haven't missed anything in the chat. We should be doing okay. Thank you, Hilda DC. And Travis TV, yes, hopefully you're feeling welcome. Like I said, hopefully you'll start meeting some new friends and family members. And like I said, the instructions are all in our video description that talks about exactly how everything works here. I did say I'm going to get some names for the wheel. Let me do that right this second. And then we will spin. I also know that most 6510 models is a loyal and dedicated supporter to others as well. I see them out supporting other creators, and so you have that to look forward to when you connect with them also. Chen Chen Official will come up. We did put Scratch and Pete PA and Kira Welton on there. We looked at Hilda DC earlier. Did we look at Hilda DC? Yes, of course we did. Oh, Travis TV, we don't do any self-promotion here, so we don't do any, like, please support me, add me, put my channel up, or any of that stuff. Like I said, the instructions are all in the video description, and I have a list here that keeps track of how long everybody's here and how much they're interacting with everybody, so I put the names up in order. It usually takes at least half an hour, sometimes 45 minutes, to even an hour to get on to the wheel, but everybody has the chance. Absolutely. Fearless Meadows, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody here is willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you will find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. We've got Sterling's Makes and Adventures, Chen Chen Official, and RJ and J's TV. Deserted Places in Scotland with Mr. Lynch. Good to see you in the house again. Thanks for coming in. And like I said, everybody has the chance to be on the wheel. It's just that it takes time because we do it in order. I move a lot faster in the second half of the live stream. We're usually here for 2 to 2.5 hours. So right now, I'm going to start moving at almost a pace of about a minute per channel. So there's lots of opportunity for everybody to get some exposure here. And I like to put channels on the screen for a few reasons. One of those is so that I can get to know the channels over time. Every time you're here, we look at your channel, I get to know the channel a little bit better, and hopefully eventually the creator behind the channel as well, so that every time you're here, I can feature you even better. You can tell by the stories that I tell about the creators that come through the chat and the ones that I put on the screen, how much of a loyal and dedicated community, first of all, we have, but some of the people who are here so aggressively working on their channels, and hopefully that comes across in the stories that I tell. Traces of Twan's Life, good to see you in the house. And other than that, looks like we're doing okay. Chen Official has 357 subscribers right now. Hopefully we can push this channel a little bit farther. Maybe even get them to 360 today. They are already halfway on the road to 400. And as I work the wheel down, every time we look at 2 or 3 channels, I'll start adding a couple more names to make up for those as well. The Adventures of Andrew and Ree is in the house. And let us spin. And if anybody has the ability to share the stream, whether it's on your community tab, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or any other social network, I will appreciate that greatly. And if you haven't already given a thumbs up, I do appreciate those as well. They really do help the stream. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment, and it really does help, so I'll appreciate it greatly. And we're looking at the we're looking at O&P family. So 356 subscribers. So they are also on the road towards 400. I'm hoping we can push them, maybe even to 360 today as well, and get them rolling a little bit farther and faster. And then, other than that, hopefully everybody's doing okay. We got TWT-TV on here. We'll look at Lil Red and Buddy Tracks and TWT-TV together. That's 2 channels from the same creator. And other than that, hopefully everybody's doing okay. Be Amazing Sylvia is still in the house. That's another generous creator who allows people to connect in her live streams the same way that we do here in Tuber Chat. So I hope everybody will connect with her if you haven't already. It should be a familiar name to you, even if you haven't already connected with her. Be Amazing Sylvia is a very much loved and well-respected member of the small YouTuber community at large. And so let's spin. Let's see who's coming up next. Sam's Vlogs Trains and More's only missed about 3 streams since finding Tuber Chat. And I appreciate all the time that you've spent, and especially that's what we mean about like a loyal and dedicated supporter. Now, I know not everybody can be here, you know, for 2.5 hours every time I decide it's convenient for me to live stream. But I appreciate every moment that everybody spends, right? We all have different things to do. This is why Tuber Chat does not stream on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Most of you may not know, but I actually have a full-time gig. Half of my full-time job is running YouTube channels for other people, and then the other half of my full-time gig is doing outdoors work as well, very much unrelated to anything to do with a computer or a phone or anything like that. Myrtle Plays, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming in. Ghostly Winds just got up only a half an hour ago. It's interesting because you see that and you wonder, like, dude, did you sleep all day? But we know we're in different time zones and things like that as well. Not to mention, you know, with the world and the state that it's been in for the last year, I wouldn't be surprised if most people's sleeping patterns are much different than they might have been 2 years ago. I've had the pleasure of hanging out with Ghostly Winds on many live streams. That's a long-time supporter of Tuber Chat. Somebody who's been with us for months and months and months and months. Stiff Breast Ent, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Always good to see you here. And let's spin the wheel. RJ and Jace TV has 486 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther. They're relatively new to Tuber Chat, but they've been back with us, so hopefully everybody will help push them maybe even towards 490. They are almost at 500, which makes them halfway on the road to the official 1K that we all look forward to. Let's get Sterling's Makes and Adventures up here next. This is another channel that's been back with Tuber Chat again and again. And winterizing things outside, Fanatic Guide. Not so much. I do construction work. So light construction is just me and a guy with a truck, and we go around, we do concrete, asphalt, and some renovation stuff and things like that. But equipment maintenance and stuff like that doesn't fall under my pay grade, so I end up not having to winterize very many things. Sparkles Hope Chest, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. Oh, yeah, Dalciso Runo, that's okay. The only thing you want to be aware of is while you're connecting with everybody, like I said, just make sure you're leaving comments on videos and watching who you may not be subscribed to. If you connect with somebody, let's say on Friday on Tuber Chat or in any other growth stream, by the next day or the day after that, you might go back to their channel and find that you're not subscribed anymore if you haven't watched the video or if you haven't left a comment or been back or anything like that. So it's nothing to be too worried about. You just want to make sure, like I said, we're always doing as much for each other as we can while we're connecting, and then making sure those comments are long. 3-4 sentences is what I recommend, minimum of a couple sentences, and related to the video. But that's okay. And then I always recommend to everybody to add a video or two into your watch later list, so that what you're doing when you run your watch later list, you could just let it run when you go to bed or something like that. You don't have to watch every single video or comment or like or any of that, as long as you've already connected the right way. The goal of doing that is just to make sure that the algorithm knows you went back to that creator's channel and watched a second or third video already. That shows you are actually interested in their content, not just to connect with them and then not go back. Yeah, his Friday stream was quite late. I don't usually do streams on Friday as late as I did this week. Now, you hear me say all the time, I move the times of the live stream so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. And as you see, there's always new people coming into Tuber Chat. That's one of the reasons. But next week I'll get back to something that is a lot more in line with what we typically do. So the times will be a little more familiar to everybody. But we're still going to move them around every week because it seems to work. That's not recommended for anybody else. You have to make the right decision for your own channel. Most of the bigger YouTubers like Sean Cannell or Roberto Blake or Sonny Lenarduzzi or any of these big ones will probably tell you the best idea is to always put your videos out at the same time every single week, so that your crowd can have consistency, similar to a television show, right? It's always Thursday night at 7 p.m. or whatever it is. But with Tuber Chat, I move them around because that's what we need, and it seems to be working. So it's a thought. And then, yeah, thank you, Paranormal Witch. It's understanding when you've got that kind of thing to deal with. I appreciate every moment that everybody spends here. Oh, is Emotion in the house? Did they come in? I see you talking about Emotion's music. I didn't see them come in today. But, yeah, they're definitely part of the Tuber Chat family. They've been a generous supporter for a while. Construction in your area makes racket every Monday to Friday. No doubt. Yes, it can be loud. Nisha James always writes down the names of the people they connect to. That's great advice. That's a great idea. Gathering place. Oh, you don't get notification at a convenient time. That's interesting. Well, I always schedule the live streams at least a couple of days in advance as well. So if you happen to think of it and it gets to like Wednesday or Thursday, you can look on the Tuber Chat front page and all of the live streams will be scheduled, so you can hit the individual notifications or just plan if you need to. So you'll know, like, you know, Friday. Next week, they're probably going to be Friday at 6 Eastern, Saturday at 4, Sunday at 2, Monday at 12. I'm almost 100% certain that's what I'm going to do. I can tell you that right now. And that's a common time that we tend to run our live streams. But you can always look at the front page. Like I said, by Thursday, they're up for sure. I'm trying to get better about moving those back so that they're scheduled a few days in advance. And then, yes, the how-to lady is wonderful. You're absolutely right about that. I always say when I put that channel up, there's much to be learned from her, as well as inspired by and entertained by. Sterling's Makes and Adventures is another channel that comes back to Tuber Chat regularly. Hopefully everybody will connect with them. With 52 subscribers, hopefully we can push them a little bit closer to the 60 that they're thinking about right now. One of the things we can do for any channel under 100 is leave a message on their discussion tab. I only started doing this a month ago or a couple months ago. But I just believe that this will help. Glad to have found your channel. You do a better job than I do, hopefully, when you're leaving comments for everybody. I race through these things. And hopefully that pushes the algorithm, again, just to know you mean to be subscribed. Now, I've been subscribed to Sterling's Makes It Adventures for a long time already, but it never hurts to do a little bit more. Other than that, hopefully everybody's doing okay. Meeting new friends and family members. So let's spin, and we'll see who's coming up next. I'll start adding some names to the wheel as soon as we get the next one up. My pleasure, the how-to lady. She always spreads lots of positivity through the chat, which I absolutely love. And makes it a pleasure to run a stream like this. Everybody's so respectful. Actually, you know what's so funny? So if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, then I hope that you will. Now, I don't like to pay attention to the score on how many thumbs up and thumbs down we have, but I'm very lucky that Tuber Chat does not get a lot of thumbs down. When we do, it could be, you know, a couple people come by and don't like it or whatever. But, you know, unless it's a malicious attack by, you know, somebody who just does that kind of thing. But if you'll notice, earlier we had 3 thumbs down, now there's only 2. So my guess, I don't think somebody came back 20 minutes later to take their thumbs down off. I guess it's possible. But as well, you see that YouTube, even though they take subscribers, they take likes, they take views, they take watch time, and it drives us all bananas, they also take thumbs down. So it's wonderful, especially when people are coming by with fake accounts and stuff like that. If somebody is the kind of person to go around giving thumbs down to lots of channels, the YouTube algorithm knows that, and it says this person's just got an issue, and we're not going to put any weight behind their thoughts. So that's something to think about as well. And again, I think it's comical. Thank you, KPJP Florida. Yes, if anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, those really do help the stream. I appreciate that. St. Clair's Republic has 209 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther as well. Get her rolling towards maybe even 220 or so, and a little bit closer to the 300 that she's thinking about. If anybody's mentioned a question or a comment in the chat that I've missed, just please be patient with me. I don't mean to miss anything. But if you can, just mention it again with 3 thumbs up at the beginning of the message. That will help me hopefully see it a little bit easier, and I will keep my eyes open. And we'll see if there's something that I can catch the next time around. I'm looking for more channels to add to the wheel. Did I not put Chen Chen Official? Did we look at that? Yeah, we looked at that channel already. Has Ghostly Winds not been on yet either? I'm perplexed by my list today. I love Bautissimo and how it helps, but I always wonder if it's perfect. Nisha James TV, we haven't put you on the wheel yet, right? Let's get you on there. The How-To Lady, you haven't been up yet today, right? The days blend into each other for me now. I can't remember. Some, you know, the How-To Lady's here almost every day. So I can't remember whether we looked at it today or yesterday. Alex and Jackie Tulloch. I don't know why I haven't had you on the wheel already yet, but you're there now. Did we see Princess Beyond Passions? That was our featured channel from yesterday. Let's get them on there. And Del Ciso Runo. And I'll add some more names shortly. I had the pleasure of hanging out with Ghostly Winds on a live stream. Was it yesterday or the day before? Thank you, Hilda DC. maybe Ghostly Winds. Let's look at Scratch and PPA. I'm just curious. I'm looking down my list here. See, the Bautissimo doesn't just keep track of how long everybody's here, but how much they interact with everybody as well. it would have been quite some time actually before Ghostly Winds came in. So the more you're connecting with other creators, you know, the more you're conversating in the chat and stuff like that, it pushes. Bottissimo uses some kind of a proprietary calculation to figure out how to make these channels come on the list. This is Scratch and Pete PA with over 400 subscribers now. They have got... Oked's Touch. Forgive me, Oked's Touch. Good to see you here. I think you were here at the beginning of the live stream, or did you come in yesterday at the very end? Forgive me for not remembering and being sure, but it's great that you're here right now. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody here is willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody that you'd like to in the chat. Everybody's free to make. Everybody's free to connect with each other. And if you follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description and take your time and meet people one by one, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time. So did I get that? Dickhead's Touch? Maybe I pronounced it wrong the first time, but good to see you here. TC Unleashed, Unleash You, good to see you in the house. Thanks for coming at the beginning. Okay, forgive me, I was wrong about that. But thank you for coming in. Thanks for coming back. Scratch a PPA, like I said, has over 400 subscribers now. He's got it locked in with 411. I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther. Scratch and PPA is one of the most supportive creators on all of YouTube and has been a moderator with Tuber Chat for a long, long time. You can tell that we don't have a lot of moderators here in the Tuber Chat community. Part of the reason is because everybody's so respectful, luckily, but then as well because our moderators, first of all, have been at it for a while. Scratch and PPA is building quite a name for himself and has been added as a moderator on many, many, many channels. Sorry, Dickhead's Touch. Bottissimo is a robot. It's one of these chat bots like Nightbot or Stream Elements or Streamlabs that just drop messages in the chat as we need. Bottissimo tends to welcome everybody, but then as well I use it for the statistics. It does a similar job to what Streamlabs or Nightbot would do, but I just happen to use this one. I've been using it for a while. Fearless Meadows is still in the house. Very cool. Gathering Place is still willing to swap playlists. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually. So Scratch and PPA as well has an interactive series of content on his channel. Every Tuesday, a video comes out at 12:15 p.m. Eastern. Now, he follows what I was talking about just a few minutes ago by putting out a video every single week at exactly the same time, which can be fantastic for consistency. So he premieres every Tuesday, and you can get reminded of that right now. It's already there. I'm going to set the reminder, even though I never missed that. And then the interactive part about Scratch and PPA's content is you get to vote on the content of the next week's video. You could do that by following him on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook, or all three. And you'll see a lot of featured channels as another part of his production as well. And he does giveaways and things like this. So hopefully everybody will connect with Scratch and PPA if you haven't already. That is another creator who I don't believe has missed a stream since becoming a moderator, and maybe even before that. Now we're going to look at Ghostly Winds, and like I said, this is a longtime friend of Tuber Chat. They've been with us for months and months and months. It's probably overdue by the time we had them featured, but they have shown generosity and extremely, if I say integral character, is that the right thing? Even outside of Tuber Chat. And for that reason, they've had great impact both on myself and the Tuber Chat community. And so, with 582 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther. We will get them hopefully to 590 very soon. They'll be at 600 anytime now. And, 1,000 will be on the horizon for them. And, like I said, I've had the pleasure of hanging out with them. Yeah, just yesterday I was hanging out in a live stream with them. And hopefully everybody will connect with them if you haven't already. So I'm going to move... yeah, it could be a year. So Tuber Chat's been here for a year. The 1-year anniversary will come up at the end of this month. And it's surprising, right? Time flies, of course. And Princess Beyond Passions is coming up. This was our featured channel from yesterday. Dead Soul Girl Gamer is our featured channel for today. And we feature a different channel every single day. Ghostly Winds was recently featured just a few weeks ago. Princess Beyond Passions has 672 subscribers. Hopefully we can push this channel a little bit farther as well, maybe even towards 680 and get her closer to the 700 that we know she's thinking about. And Stiff Breast Dent needs some new friends over to their page. So the best success you'll find in Tuber Chat is by reaching out and supporting other creators first, visiting their channel, watching their video, giving them a comment and a like, subscribing to them, making sure that thumbs up and putting the notification bell on. When you come back, let them know that you've done that. They will turn around and do the same thing for you. I don't want anybody to have to wait for people to come to them, because you might not find the best success that way. Oh, yes, Dalciso Runo. I do the best I can with pronouncing. I fear that occasionally I'll mispronounce somebody's channel name. I don't mean to do that. But, you know, we do a few more links than we ever did here in the chat now, but we don't do a lot, right? And one of the reasons why, it's not the reason, but one of the reasons why is because when you search, find, and click on a channel's name, you are doing wonders for that channel in the YouTube algorithm, as you can imagine. Most of the time when we're watching YouTube, YouTube is just suggesting videos to us, or it might even, you watch a video and it might just flip you to something else that it thinks you will like. So when you search, find, and click, it is doing wonders, especially when we have channels like, you know, Princess Beyond Passions is somewhat of a unique name. She's got popular words in her channel name, but it does come up right away. But when we talk about, like, you know, Dalciso Bruno was talking about Emotion earlier, one of our generous supporters. And that channel, just with the name Emotion, you can imagine struggles with the search results. So when we search, find, and click, it tells the algorithm, you know, a few different things there. First of all, they were being searched. Secondly, that's the channel that you wanted when you searched for that term, and that's very important. When that happens hundreds of times, it really does wonders for each creator that it happens to. So that's one of the reasons why we don't do a lot of links here. And other than that, everybody's hopefully doing okay, meeting new friends and family members. And then, yes, it's mandatory to thumbs up. When you're watching each other's videos, we absolutely want to always be giving thumbs up. Now, I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out there, but I will admit, even I have to be reminded when I'm on a phone. I'm very lucky to be on a computer most of the time, but when I have to be out on a phone, it's very easy to forget, because you have to turn the chat off to give the thumbs up. So it only takes a second, but while you're visiting people, whether you're doing it on a phone or a computer, we always want to be putting thumbs up, and I'm insisting that everybody put the notification bell on for everybody. You know, we joke about it sometimes here. If I look at my phone, I don't know how well you can see this. I'll try to put it up here. It's bad because of the green screen, but right now I have got 64 YouTube notifications, and I think that's from just before when we started. So I put the notification bell on for everybody. I've got it on for hundreds of creators now, right? And I insist that everything that we do to push the algorithm to know that we meant to connect with somebody absolutely helps. So the How-To Lady has 207 subscribers, but has already had lots of impact on our community. She spreads positivity through the chat all the time. For that, I'm very grateful, and it makes it a pleasure to even do a stream like this when we have things like that going on. But there's obviously much to be learned from her, as well as entertained and inspired by, so I hope everybody will connect with the How-To Lady if you haven't already. She's here with us probably every single day on Tuber Chat. Let's get to Alex and Jackie Tulloch. I hope I'm pronouncing this name right. They've been back with us a few times now. The phone is the worst, says the How-To Lady. It's something else, that's for sure. It's a different experience, right? 697 subscribers, so Alex and Jackie Tulloch is going to get over 700 anytime now. So one of the things that we think about when we're hitting a milestone like that is you want to not only hit the 700 but continue pushing so that you can get about 10 more than the goal that you're looking for. That way, if YouTube does play games with your subscribers the next day or two, you won't slip back below, right? Because it's never fun to do that. Even Tuber Chat, when we hit our first 1,000 subscribers, we did slip that very day back below and had to go out, and I think it was Happy Lux that helped us push over the 1,000 again. And then, other than that, it looks like everybody's doing okay. Thank you, the How To Lady, for the kind words. Okay, let's spin. We're moving a little bit faster now. We've already been on for almost 2 hours, so we'll move it up. Oh, maximum of 9+ notifications. I understand, yeah. I think mine actually goes to either 99 or I saw something today say 100 earlier today. You know, that's from like 24 hours of overnight and everything else. You get notifications the same, you know, if you're on a phone, on a computer, or whatever, they don't necessarily clear. Yeah, as you can see in the top of my window, for those of you on a computer that can see the number, it does say 9+ over there. Nisha James TV has 1,110 subscribers or so. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther as well. Maybe get them to 1,120 or so. They will soon be hitting 1,200. They're officially on the road. They've got their 1,100 nice and locked in. And let us see what we're going to do. I got some catching up to do with this channel. This is a creator that's been with Tuber Chat for a long time, but I think you haven't been in for a while. I could be wrong about that, but I'll look forward to catching up with you. And then let's see what we're going to do here. I will let me add a name to the wheel and then I'll spin. Let's see what we got going on in the chat. Lil Red and Bunny Tracks, I've got you already as TWT TV. Deserted Places in Scotland with Mr. Lynch. Let's get you on there. Oh yeah, Be Amazing Sylvia, you've been on the wheel. Like, so for members, I put them on the wheel right away. Everybody has, and yeah, did that come up right? I just ripped off somebody's chance there. Oh, it should have been Adventures of Andrew and Ree. I think it just came up, The Adventures of Andrew and Ree. Be Amazing Sylvia, you've been on the wheel for a while. So everybody has the chance to be put on the wheel. But what we do for Super Chatters and members is we just let them skip the line and get onto the wheel right away. So members always get put on the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat. Sometimes I have to be reminded, like Sam's Fox Trains and More has many times had to give me a nudge and remind me, but I'm getting a little bit better with that. But that's just one thing that we offer, right? So there's nothing that I hold back. Like, we don't hold information back. I don't do a members-only live stream where I give the good stuff out, if you want to call it that. Everybody has the same thing here. The only difference is just that little bit of speed. And that's just a thank you for the support, you know, the membership or super chats and stuff like that. But it's all optional. It's absolutely unnecessary. Very much appreciated. And The Adventures of Andrew and Ree happen to be silver members, so we talk about this channel all the time. They've got 3,640 subscribers, so they're doing fantastically. We've seen the growth in this channel. Hopefully we will connect with them, everybody here in the chat that hasn't already, and they're back with us often here on Tuber Chat. They will soon be on the road to 4,000. Nisha James TV, very good, thank you so much. They've got I love when people are spreading positivity even to each other in the chat, of course, right? Like I said, it makes it a dream to even do a live stream like this. Everybody's so respectful here in the Tuber Chat community. We have incredibly dedicated and loyal moderators that take care of the things that need to be moderated in the chat. One of the things that helps that as well is these robots that I talk about, right? Like Botissimo and Stream Elements. It takes some of the work off of the moderators by not having them, you know, like I don't want Scratch and Pete PA and Michael's Adventures to have to talk about Tuber Chat t-shirts all day. That's not really helpful for anybody, right? You know, so it's easier to just put a robot on the idea of making sure that everybody knows what's happening, the things we have to offer, and then the moderators can moderate but also enjoy themselves. That's the hope anyway. That's the hope. Oliver, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's here to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Then we have got here Be Amazing Sylvia. So she is a very much loved and well-respected creator in the small YouTuber community at large, as well as here in Tuber Chat. As you can see, when you go through her channel, she is a part of the Drop the Link Day crew. There are a group of creators that get together, and each one of them does a live stream each day, and they do drop the link. It's a special kind of live stream where you're able to connect with each other similarly to the way that you do here in Tuber Chat. As well, she's got some featured channels there, all friends of Tuber Chat by the looks of it, especially Vern's Junk Closet there, who's going to be our guest for episode 200, which will be coming up in a few weeks. And Thrill Seeks, yeah, the Tuber Chat t-shirts are out now. But I used merch by Amazon for those. So not like the Thrive Together shirts. These are screen printed. I have these myself, and I send those out from eBay. But now they can also be printed from Amazon merch. And Tuber Chat shirts, like the one Tuber Chat shirt you've seen me wear. However, when I looked at it the other day, forgive the self-promotion. Let me just have a look. We'll have a quick look for a second here, and then we'll get back to spinning the wheel. When I looked yesterday, it said that they were unavailable. So I'm guessing due to the state of the world and the restrictions and stuff like that, they may not be operating right this second the way that they usually do. But Merch by Amazon allows this stuff to be done on demand, right? So if I go to this here, for instance, my Merch by Amazon has Tuber Chat shirts. And then there's different colors, right? Colors that I don't even have. There's men's and women's. Makes it really easy to look at that. So if I add let me add a size here. I'm in XL. And then currently unavailable, right? So that's an issue. It could be because I'm in Canada and Merch by Amazon only goes in the States the way I've got it set up right now. But they also might not be operating quite the way they were before. Self-promotion is the best kind. I try not to do too many. Oh, my channel's there, Be Amazing Sylvia says, if I scroll over. Thank you for that. Yes, there it is. So I appreciate that. And Two Real Geeks, good to see you back in the house. Thanks for coming in. One of the things I want to point out, again, I haven't said it enough today. When we're connecting with everybody, it's very important that we watch a full video and leave a comment on that video. Otherwise, the connection could be taken away the next day. And, you know, this particular weekend, I've had a few people reach out to me and mention that they haven't been getting enough comments from the creators that have been connecting with them. It's a very important step. So when we say we've been to your house and left you a package, we're talking about we've been to your channel, watched a video, and left a long, genuine, meaningful comment. That's one of the most important parts. So I just wanted to mention that again. Otherwise, YouTube might take their subscriptions away in a couple of days, and we don't want that to happen to anybody. So TWT-TV is coming up right now. This is another creator who's with us all the time. They've recently had both of their channels featured on Tuber Chat. TWT was probably overdue as they've been with us for a long, long time, but we finally got it featured. And then they also have a second channel, which I'll show everybody in a second, which is Lil Red and Bunny Tracks. They've got that in the chat right now. And Michelle Games, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. I don't have any commands enabled, so it won't do some of the things you see in other growth streams. But thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. And if you follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description and take your time and meet people one by one, you'll find many friends and family members for your channel if that's what you would like. And then, you haven't done any merch. Well, Thrill Seeks, here's the thing. You don't want to necessarily do it too early because you can go to trouble and time and expense where it may not be effective right away, right? You want your branding to build up. What will typically happen is people will start asking you, right? But you got to make the right decision for yourself. And by using something like Printful or Teespring or Merch by Amazon and stuff like this, you allow not having to print like 100 t-shirts before you start to sell them. So you can put designs out and people will order one by one. So that's okay. Miss Brown's family, thank you so much. And that's okay. I appreciate every moment everybody spends either way. And thank you for the thumbs up. Tishi Unleashed, Unleash You. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up, I hope that you will. They really do help the stream, of course. And let's look at the other channel here from TWTTV. Will Red and Bunny Tracks. If I spell it right. My goodness. Lil Red and Bunny Tracks is in the chat with us right now. This is a music channel. They do music videos. It's the same creators from TWTTV that we see right here. So they're here with us all the time. And like I said, we've had both of those channels featured recently. Oh, yeah, you don't have to do merch, but you have your own t-shirt and mask. Yes, like you noticed that on Tuber Chat, I had made one t-shirt for myself to wear while we were going through the first, I don't know, 100 episodes or whatever. And now I've started to bring merch into production. And then, you know, we'll see what everybody wants and what everybody likes and what's appropriate. And then maybe we'll expand that. We'll see. Oh, you have merch? Yeah, most 6510 models. It's a different animal, you know, trying to push merchandise as well. It can be a great stream of income, but, you know, the market gets to decide when that's appropriate, right? So it takes a while. I mean, I don't even know if I would recommend it for channels under 10,000 subscribers, but, you know, we live and we learn, and now with these print-on-demand companies, it allows you to put the ideas out there without having to go to too much expense. So that can help. Two Road Geeks has merch, but it's mostly for you to promote the channel. You used Teespring and never had an issue. Yeah, absolutely. Makes sense. Thank you, Jewel in the Kitchen. Hopefully we'll see you in a while again, maybe tomorrow. And shirt in your profile pic. Yes, Sam's Vlogs, Trains, and More. Yes. And, yeah, we looked at Jewel in the Kitchen a little bit earlier. Dead Soul Girl Gamer is our featured channel for today. Hopefully, everybody will connect with them if you haven't already. And, yeah, you'll know when it's time. We all know when it's time for us to try these different things and stuff like that. Let me see what I can do. Convoltic's in the house. Thank you for coming in. Oh, Lynn's Wonderful World of Makeup and More. I haven't had you on the wheel yet. Convoltic's been with us many times before. Miss Brown's Family, did I not put you up yet? Maybe I haven't had you on the wheel yet. TC Unleashed, Unleash You. I'm going to start rifling through channels, though, because we've been on for 2 hours now. Pardon me just for a second, actually. Okay, pardon me for a quick second, everybody, and I'll be right back. Okay, pardon me for that. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Esther Angel, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Ah, JetLife777's in the house. Good to see you as well. Deserted Places in Scotland with Mr. Lynch. I'm going to get you up onto the screen, and then we're going to put JetLife777 right onto the wheel. And Deserted Places in Scotland with Mr. Lynch has 41 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther today, maybe to 45 or 50. And Sparkle's Hope Chest, I haven't had you on the wheel either. One of the things, like I keep saying, that we can do for channels under 100 is leave a comment on their discussion tab. The comments are one of the most important things, right? And hopefully you do a better job than I do when you leave comments for people. I just rifle through these things sometimes. Zelda Master John, good to see you here. Another previously featured channel from Tuber Chat, and another dear friend of ours for many, many, many months. Popular as Lord of the Ring movies. Did I ever tell you, Ghostly Winds? I wonder if I told you that I went to a Lord of the Rings marathon. So I'm not necessarily a fan of the movies or whatever, but a friend of mine was like crazy about it, and they had this special marathon going on when the third one came out. So we went and watched all 3 in one day. And even he like gave up in the last hour, and we had to go. All those movies are 3 hours long or something like that. It was quite a long day. But interesting that you mentioned that. I don't forget that. Sparkle's Hope Chest is coming up next. And this is another loyal and dedicated supporter. Let's get them up onto the screen and see what Sparkle's Hope Chest has happening for us today. And Voltic, want to download TubeBuddy? Yes, I absolutely use TubeBuddy. Now the truth is, I use a paid version of it. So I use the first level of Pro. Costs like $10 a month or whatever it is, right? I bought it out for the year. But you can use the free version, and it's a great start. So I absolutely use it. It helps anybody that's an affiliate of TubeBuddy if you use their link. So I have links, of course, in every description of every video that I put out. You can get it from our video description right now if you want to. And then anybody can become an affiliate as well. So if you get into using it and then recommending it, it can be helpful. But I use it absolutely. One of these days, I will do a specific live stream on my personal channel where I'll go over TubeBuddy and let people ask questions. I'll show you how I use it. I've done little bits of that here and there, but I use it every day for every video on every channel that I run. John H. Shelton. Yeah, some movies can be very long, similar to Star Wars. Now, Star Wars, I can sit there and live through, whether it's 3.5, or 4 hours even. But I've only been to a couple marathons. I went to that Lord of the Rings because a friend wanted me to go, and I took my son. We went to see Oceans 11, 12, and 13 all in a row. That I was able to stay up for. Oh, yes, Thrill Seeks. As a matter of fact, probably by tomorrow or the next day, the third group of 6 videos or 6 songs will be out as well. So that's all I have to start with, is about 18 songs to begin with on the Copyright Free Music channel. That is a work in progress, but all the music you hear in the background of Tuber Chat is going to be available as copyright free music for everybody very soon. And like I said, the channel's already there. It's listed on our front page, but it is a work in progress. You've been using it, yeah, you've been using it for the past 2 years. Two Real Geek says about TubeBuddy. Oh, Dickhead's Touch, when you click the link to be a member, it goes blank. I don't know what to think about that. I'll look at it in a quick second, but that must be some kind of a glitch. It should be working. Memberships aren't available in every country, so that's a thought. And then it certainly doesn't work on YouTube, what's it called, on iOS devices, iPhones and iPads and stuff like that. Do TubeBuddy delete videos? I'm not sure if you can actually delete videos through TubeBuddy. I don't imagine you can, but don't take my word for that because I'm not 100% sure. And no, just so we're clear, yeah, I'm absolutely a Star Wars fan. Yes, that's what I mean. I can sit through Star Wars movies. You know, usually around Christmas, they run on some of the television stations, they run Star Wars marathons where they just play them one after the other all weekend. I can watch that. I never saw the Clone Wars, though, that Thrill Seeks is talking about. Sparkle's Hope Chest has 243 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther, get her towards 250. She will be halfway on the road to 300. I'm just going to look at this for a quick second. And we'll spin the wheel. We'll see what channel's coming up next. But if I hit the join button over here, yeah, it comes up. So the only thing I ever ask, like, you know, memberships are optional, of course. It's absolutely not necessary. The only thing we do for members is I put them on the wheel right away when I see them. So it's just a little bit faster, but we don't hold anything back from everybody. Everybody can be on the wheel and the screen every day. But just please read what's included, right? So you're clear, because it is a monthly thing when we get into memberships and stuff like that. Convoltic, you got your community tab yesterday. Fantastic. Very good, Convoltic, and we'll see that when we get over to your channel. That can be a real help. You know, I can tell you right now. So I didn't know what I was going to do with the community tab for Tuber Chat for a long time, but I recently started sharing a lot. So now we got into sharing like somewhere between 6 and 8 times a day, and I schedule them. You can schedule them like you can on Twitter and Instagram and stuff like that, and it helps. It absolutely does bring in traffic. When I use the community tab on my personal channel, what I do is I go back over older videos, like, so maybe a song that's on my channel that was, you know, something relevant, or an old tutorial or something like that that somebody mentioned this week. I always get a few hits from those community posts. So it works in both ways. It helps when you share for others, of course, probably more than anything else. And then as well, when you push your own stuff out, it can help as well. And you can always go back over your old videos and give them some new life that way. I didn't mean to spin, but that's okay. We'll see the next channel we're looking at. Right now is TC Unleashed, Unleash You. With 151 subscribers, they are halfway on the road to 200. Hopefully we can push them a little bit farther and closer right now. And Zelda Master John, you can schedule a community post if you do it from the community tab. So if you were to go here and hit, like, let's say the latest video from this creator, and do, I'll show you the share feature. If you were to go from here, there's no schedule available when you hit create post. But if you do it from the community tab, then you can. Now, I'm already, like I said, sharing like 8 times today. So I do it like every 2 hours or something during the reasonable hours of the day. But you have to decide for yourself how to use it. Oh, Antoinette at Fun. Yeah, you have to make the right decision for yourself. So I wouldn't want you to do anything uncomfortable, that's for sure. But TubeBuddy may have the ability to delete videos, but I've never had a problem with it. I use paid versions on every channel that I run No, I shouldn't say that. Not every channel that I run. Every channel that's established that I run, like that is a running channel. You know, I have like the music channel is the only one that I don't pay for TubeBuddy on yet, and I will, because I will absolutely use it. But that channel's not really running yet, so I don't worry about it. But I haven't had a problem with that yet. Always you want to be careful. I suggest to everybody back up your videos as well. If you can't keep your work files when you produce your videos, you can go into YouTube and download your own videos. It'll download them at 720p, but at least you have a backup. So if disaster ever happens to your channel or your videos, at least you have backups. You can get them back up there. And then, yep, John H. Shelton, good to see you here. There's all the Master Johns in the house as well, like I said, and a longtime friend of Tuber Chat. Hilda DC is in and out. She's back. Willow's Creations is still here. Let's get Willow's Creations on the wheel. I'll get some more names in a second. This is Kira Welton, so she's always in the chat as a moderator. This is Kristen Welton's daughter, which makes her my BFF forever, and she's got her own channel doing her own thing. She's been spending a lot of time working on school for the last little while, but we hope to get her producing some videos again soon. She does a lot of variety, including unboxing videos and video gaming live streams. Let's spin, and we'll get the next channel up. I think I just ripped off somebody's turn, but that's okay. I'm sure everybody will forgive me when I make a mistake like that. JetLife777 is coming up. This is another channel that's been a member of Tuber Chat for a while. And this is a creator where when they first came into the Tuber Chat community, they had impact right away. So they were featured not too long after coming in. And you can see from just the thumbnails of their videos that they have stuff that everybody wants to see. You know, it kind of looks travel related, right? And then as well, they're a generous creator in that they do the featured channels collaboration that I talk about all the time. And I believe they're willing to swap playlists as well. So anybody that's willing to swap playlists, you can simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. And if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually. Spotless Com, I've got you on the wheel now. And then Oracles and Beyond, Cassie, it's always wonderful to see you. Thanks for coming in. I'm sorry I haven't caught you in a while. I hope to catch you on a live stream again. It's been a little while. Vegan Realist, good to see you. The last time I caught you, I think you were just finishing a live stream. I hang out with Vegan Realist once in a while as well. They always have very engaging conversation on their channel. They've got thousands of subscribers. There's always something happening over there. So, when you feature channels on your front page, like JetLife777 is doing here, you're saying to the YouTube algorithm and to your audience that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then when some of those channels are feature you in return, they are also saying to the YouTube algorithm and to their audience that your channel is worthy of being featured by them. So you can imagine the impact that that has both on your audiences and on the YouTube algorithm. So I recommend it for anybody that's willing to do it. It's a great way to get a friendship started with another creator by trading favors. If you have featured Tuber Chat on your front page, please just make sure that I know so I can return the favor, because I absolutely do that. Spotless Com has 243 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther, maybe towards the 250 that they're thinking about right this second, a little bit closer to 300. Thrill Seeks, thank you for that message. I appreciate that. I will try to, we'll see if they're still streaming at the end. We'll go to them for sure. And, okay, we're good. Let's spin. I'm going to start really rifling through channels now because we've been on well over 2 hours. So we're going to start stepping it up quite a bit here. Here's Convoltic. This is another channel that's been back with Tuber Chat again and again. Heat. Yes, Convoltic, absolutely. 1,380 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther as well. We'll get them to very close to 1,400. We might be able to get them to 1,390 or something like that. And other than that, hopefully everybody's doing okay. More than 12 on featured channels. So what happens to featured channels is, does Convoltic have him here? He's got a couple. Janetti's Corner, Chris Phoenix Mukbang, they also come to Tuber Chat as well. On the featured channels list, you can add lots. I have over 100, right? And what happens is YouTube's only going to show the first 12 on the front page, but when you click on the name, they all come up on a separate page here under channels. If you have your subscriptions public and a few of these, there'll be a drop-down list so that you can select. So Tuber Chat, for instance, has a shelf for members, a shelf for silver and gold members, a shelf for featured channels at the top of the page, and you can find all of those things. So they changed the way we did it a while ago, but you can absolutely add lots. I haven't hit a roadblock yet, and I've got well over 100, so we'll see about that. Oh, Spotless. What's Willow's Creations is asking, Spotless.com, are you using another channel? Convoltic, what's that noise? I'm not sure. We're looking at Del Ciso Runo now. Let me get that channel up and see what they got going on for us. It could be me moving things around the desk. I've got a thumb drive here that's in front of me that I just knocked. Is that it? Del Ciso Runo has 613 subscribers. Hopefully we can push this channel a little bit farther as well. Maybe to 615 or 620. And get them rolling on that road towards 700 that they're thinking about. They're relatively new to Tuber Chat, but hopefully everybody will connect with them if you haven't already. I'm just looking at something in another window here. And okay, we're still going to go through a few more channels, but I just dropped a link in the chat, so if everybody, when you're ready, wants to head over there, we're still going to go on here for a little while, and I'll leave the chat running for a few more minutes after we end so everybody can clean up their connections. But we're going to go over and raid our friend Emotion. Thank you, Thrill Seeks, for mentioning that. We'll go over and see what they got going on. They've got some music playing. Oh, and Nisha James TV. Forgive me, it's been a little while. We did have your channel up on the screen earlier, so I remember, like, of course, your name very well. But it just might have been a little while, and I appreciate that. It's great to have you back. Hopefully you're ready to rock and roll. But, you know, life is different for everybody. You know, we post sometimes, we don't. I'm very behind on my own channel posting. You wouldn't believe, you know, I do sometimes even up to 7, 8, 10 videos a week between other channels, and then my own. I tend to suffer a little bit. Thank you, Michael's Adventures, for the time that you spent. Let's spin. Let's get the next channel up here and see what's going on. Like I said, I just dropped that link. I've pinned it so everybody can get it. We'll go over and raid our friend Emotion. And we'll go through a few more channels here. Miss Brown's Family has 129 subscribers. We want to push this channel a little bit farther and get them over the 130 that they're thinking about right now, a little bit closer on the road to the 200 that will be right around the corner for them. And then Thrill Seeks has 893 right now. Hopefully that holds true for a few days. And we've lost another thumbs down today. Isn't that interesting? I just giggle at that stuff because most people, I don't think, know that YouTube, just like it takes thumbs up, likes, subscribers, and watch time. Takes thumbs down too. Gladissimo Asadolor, I hope I'm pronouncing that. I know I'm not pronouncing that right. Asadolor. Gladissimo Asadolor. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody here is willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Let's spin. We'll get one more channel up here right now. This is Miss Brown's Family, the second channel from Cooking with Miss Brown. And we'll look at Two Real Geeks now. Look at that luck. I just put you on the wheel and it came up right away. That happens occasionally. We've still got Willow's Creations on there, along with Lynn's Wonderful World of Makeup and more. Two Real Geeks is a channel that I've talked about. We're lucky to have them here. They've been back actually a couple of times now. They're a dynamic couple of creators. Hopefully everybody will connect with them with almost 2,500 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them. They're just about right there now. We can get them very close, I'm sure. And I know everybody will have a good time hanging out with them when you connect. Oh no, I made a mistake. Oh, okay, never. Oh, that's terrible. Thank you, guys. I know why that happened. It's because I'm racing. I'm not being diligent about making sure I'm doing the right thing. Well, we might have just given somebody a couple of new friends. Oh, yeah, see, I did something. When I look at my list here, I see a motion comes up right away. I clicked on this. I didn't mean to do that because I saw the live now. Are you sure they're live? Thrill Seeks? Or are they not live right now? Okay, we'll have to double check that. We'll do another raid. We'll see who's live and we'll raid somebody. But thank you guys for pointing that out. Maybe Emotion is not live. Oh, let's look at our notifications. Oh, it might be gone already. See how that thing is not there? Okay, let's click this and then I'll get another channel up. Ah, yeah, see, they cut it off already. He was probably testing. He was talking about doing a live stream and you know, he knows I'll be willing to raid if he's going to do that, so he might have been testing or something else, or it might not have worked. But thank you for that, Thrill Seeks. We just jumped the gun on that. Got a little trigger happy with the raid there. That's okay. I'll find somebody. We'll see who's live, and we'll find somebody else. House of X was live, I know that for sure, but we'll see who else is there. I like to spread the raids around, right? Try to even out the distribution a little bit. For anybody that knows Two Pineapples, they're always live streaming. They have a 24-hour live stream going on. I think Spotless Calm does too, as a matter of fact. So there's always something to watch. Yeah, no sweat, Thrill Seeks. We couldn't have guessed that. If you see somebody live, you can't guess that they're going to take it down. This is Lynn's Wonderful This is Lynn's Wonderful World of Makeup and More. So with 274 subscribers, I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther as well. Okay, thank you so much, Nisha James TV. Hopefully we'll see you again very soon. And with 274 subscribers, we can certainly push them a little bit farther, closer to 280 right now. They'll have 300 right around the corner for themselves very soon. And then Thrill Seeks, thank you. I'll look when it's time. I'll look in another minute and figure out who we're going to raid. We'll spin the wheel just for fun right now for Willow's Creations. And we'll see if I've missed anybody in the chat. I'll find somebody though, because I'll have an idea of where I wanna go. I'll look right now actually. Willow's Creations is coming up. we'll look together. We're going to keep this going for a little while. Oh, I accidentally hit a button there. We'll keep this going for a little while anyway. I always leave the live stream running for 3 or 4 minutes when we're done so that everybody can clean up their connections, and then we'll move on afterwards. Willow's Creations, 326 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push this channel a little bit farther. Maybe we can get them to 330 right now. Buddha of Destiny, namaste. Good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. And we'll get Willow's Creations a little bit closer to the 400 that they're thinking about. They got some beautiful thumbnails on their video, on their channel here. I like things that are bright and colorful like this. I got some catching up to do, but it's great that you're posting so frequently. And then let's see what we're gonna do here. Let's get 2 more channels on the screen. We'll get our new friend here, Gladissimo Osadalor. And Buddha of Destiny. Namaste here. Let's spin. Let's see which one of them is coming up right now. Gladissimo Osadalor. Yeah, okay, so thank you guys. Forgive me. Don't worry about who's live, because I don't want to. I'm gonna feel bad. You know, you're telling me somebody's live, and if I go and raid somebody else and this and that, because we know we can only go to 1 channel at a time, right? I don't want to. It's not that I want to play favorites or anything like that. Certainly, I always feel guilty about the fact that we can only raid 1 channel and I have to choose. But I'll look in a second. So, Gladissimo Osadalor, good to see you here. Thanks for coming in. This is a new connection for Tuber Chat. I accidentally went to a video instead of the page. That's okay. We'll get to their page in a second here. Oh, I thought you were brand new. Have you been here before and I am mistaken? Yeah, I must be mistaken. You must have been with us before. So forgive me for that. Or we connected outside. Maybe this is your first time with Tuber Chat, but that's okay. And hopefully everybody will connect to this channel if you haven't already. With 255, we can certainly get them to 260 or so. And a little bit closer to the 300 we know that they're thinking about. And okay, we are going to take your advice. And we are going to raid GA Girl, I Am Every Woman the Dream Team. I'm just going to let them know too so that we don't... And sorry, I mean to spin the wheel again, just for fun, for Buddha of Destiny, namaste. What self-promotion? Did I self-promote? And I'm not thinking of it. Most 6510 models. Buddha of Destiny, namaste. I've kind of relaxed a little bit on, you know, I try to convince everybody not to do too much self-promotion here in the chat when it comes to other channels, just because, you know, if you do a little bit, it starts to get like out of control, right? The biggest thing was we used to have like creators come in and they'd be like, hey everybody, okay, I'm leaving now because I'm going live, you know, and it's like, okay, nobody's leaving Tuber Chat to go to your live stream, especially if they don't know you. Now, no, I'm not saying nobody, but you know what I mean. The same thing's going to happen for you. So I don't want everybody to get upset when people come into their live streams. Like, so if you live stream or are thinking of doing it and people come in self-promote, the truth is I think it has so little impact that it doesn't matter almost at all. Not perfectly. I mean, maybe you are going to lose a person or two if somebody says they're live streaming, but I just don't believe it. So I've tried to relax on it a little bit, but that's okay. And so Buddha of Destiny, namaste, has 436 subscribers. Hopefully we can push this channel a little bit farther as well. Buddha of Destiny, namaste, is a channel that, or a creator that supports lots of other channels. Now, I see them out supporting others all the time. So this is a loyal and dedicated supporter. So hopefully everybody will connect with them if you haven't already. And they've been a part of the Tuber Chat family for a while. Here comes ProTech Sports Network. You're catching us just at the end here, but that's a dear friend of ours, actually with 2 channels too. That's ALOT. And yeah, most 6510 models. It is. I've tried to let people know, like, you know, you don't want to do that, but I don't. I try not to hammer people too, you know, too hard and this and that here in the chat. I know what it's like to be in a live stream and the moderators just jump on you for everything. So I, you know, or the host. So I try not to. I try. Oh yeah, so yeah, if you know, it's nice when, oh sorry, Vegan Realist, I should have put you on. I'm so sorry. And I don't know if Cassie is still here. Oracles and Beyond, are you still here? Because we'll put your channel up if you are. She tends to come in and out quickly, but she's a dynamic host. I love hanging out with her on her live streams. It's never been enough. I've only caught her a couple of times, but I'm happy to look at that channel. ProTech Sports Network is coming up right now. And I just put a link to GA Girl, I Am Every Woman, the Dream Team, who's another generous supporter here in Tuber Chat. I pinned it so everybody can get to it quickly, but they're live right now, so we can go over there and raid if we want. And I will leave this chat running for a few more minutes. So that everybody can clean up their connection. So like I said, there's a ProTech Sports Network. They are, am I right? You're fully monetized now. You just don't have membership set up. So hopefully they'll get that rolling shortly. And forgive me if I'm wrong about that. I thought that's the case. Hopefully you'll get those set up. And then as well, I'm just going to show you their other channel, because they come in here to Tuber Chat with both. And we've seen them. Both of these channels have been featured recently, as a matter of fact. Let me get channel, A Life of Tone. Here it is right here. This is the second channel from ProTech Sports Network. This is an extremely generous creator who's here with us often as well. And hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. My pleasure. I wonder if Oracles and Beyond. And let's spin just for fun for Vegan Realist. Like I said, I hang out with them occasionally on their live streams as well. They've got thousands of subscribers, but there's always engaging conversation over there. And one of the things that I talk about, like, so it's, forgive the way I'm going to put this, it can be politically charged conversation, right? So topical ideas that are out there. Well, let's see if we can look at a couple of your titles. We'll give people an idea. Is money the root of all evil? Is a good example. You have done other things before. You've talked about flat earth. You've talked about lots and lots of stuff. Well, hopefully everybody will come and look. But here, like, look, for instance, here, let's chat about various topics. Like, so he also live streams on multiple platforms, including DLive. So Vegan Realist with 6,500, more, almost 6,600 subscribers now, always has engaging conversations in the live streams. And what I meant to say about the idea that it is politically charged, not always. It's just that sometimes there can be controversial subjects being discussed, but I have never seen anybody, like, you know, blowing up at each other or like having, like, it's always positive, intelligent conversation when I've been there. So that's why I just want to make so much of a big deal about it. And that's why I keep going back as well. So, other than that, hopefully everybody's doing okay. Meeting new friends and family members. Let's see what we're going to do here. Is there anybody that I have missed? Is anybody here that has not been on the screen? Maybe not. Okay, so thank you everybody for the time that you spent. We went a little bit long today, a little bit more than 2.5 hours. We are on GA Girl, I Am Every Woman, the Dream Team. I will grab the link for this one more time, and a couple of our friends are over there, I can see. Please mention Tuber Chat Raid when you get there. Oh my goodness. If I could type right. Hopefully I've got this link right. I think so. And I'll see everybody over there in a moment. And we will be back tomorrow. Fairly early, as a matter of fact. And as we grow and follow more and more creators, it becomes harder and harder for everybody to support each other as much as we all might like. So I appreciate every moment that everybody spends here in Tuber Chat. Girl shaking on a table. I'm not sure. My phone is here, but I don't think it's vibrating or anything like that. I'm not sure. But that's okay. Okay, thank you. I'm getting tied up in the thoughts in the chat. Thank you, everybody, for the time that you spent, and hopefully we'll see you again very soon, and maybe even tomorrow. Bye-bye, everyone. Thanks again.